Hey, welcome to the show. My name is Joseph Earl McPeek, Esquire the Third, and away we go. Back to the 70s when music used to sound really cool. And I figured out how to do it. How did you figure it, Joe? Well, I just took my time machine back to 1975 and I saw that there was only like five producers back then. Okay, you had Richardson. I forgot his first name. Was it? Oh, Jack. Jack Richardson. He was one of the five. Now, this is before they even had studios in California. We're talking about 1960s and 1970s here. Like from 68 to 75, there was only five people making music. Real good music. These are producers who are in Canada. You had Jack Richardson. You had Ben McPeek. And you had Bob Ezrin. And guess what? They all worked in the same freaking studio, dude. So, my quest started about 6 months ago. And instead of calling Bob Ezrin and asking him a bunch of dumb questions, I just looked into it. I looked into Jack Richardson, what he said about SPL levels. And I looked into what Bob Ezrin did and said. Because he's, the master of Kiss, and Pink Floyd, and all the things that made music luscious in 1975. Flash forward now. Oh, let me go back to some of them superstar producers. You had Phil Spector. He was probably number four. No, he was number one actually, because he was Phil Spector. He did everything. He did all of them. He produced everybody. So, like I said, there was only like five, maybe six producers in the whole damn world. One of them was Berry Gordy of Motown in Detroit. So you got Detroit and you got Canada. You got Pink Floyd. You got Kiss. You got Rush. And you got the Guess Who. And you got Alice Cooper. It's all in that corridor, that area of music. Motown, Detroit, Canada. What happened? I tell you exactly what happened, folks. Pro Tools, those schmucks. That's not how music was made. You know how music was made? It was made live. One track. They put it all in one room, ran all the mics to one desk, and then ran that desk's output to the tape and underbiased the tape so that and that was accidental. Today we do it on purpose. But they found that when they underbiased the tape head, like move it back a little bit, it smooths out the low end. Back then there was only five great bass players. There was Jaco Pastorius, Roger Waters. I wouldn't consider him like a great bass player. He's just a good bass player. Okay? There's a difference. You only need good. You don't need great. I'd rather have a consistent 80% player than a inconsistent 100% player. Because that's what all 100% players are. You don't want them to play 100% because then they'll falter. So you got Jocko, you got Jocko Pastorius, Roger Waters, Tony Levin, and you only had like certain guitar players. Not the rock and roll stars like um Randy Rhoads. No, not like that. He is an anomaly. He is a star. But what it really took back then is good guitar players. Now, David Gilmour is a good guitar player. Yes, he wrote the best. No, he didn't write it. He played it. And that's more important. Bob Ezrin recorded it. David Gilmour played it. Roger Waters wrote it. Perfect combination. What happened, guys? What happened to music? There hasn't been any good music. Except for Deep Purple, Alice Cooper. All the new Ezrin stuff is top notch. It's gold, man. It's gold. But it's not enough. It's not what we deserve. We deserve so much more. So when JoJo get back here, he's going to stop yakking and give you what you deserve. And that's quality and quantity. And that's the way it used to be. Back in the day, you got your album's money's worth. You got your live show's worth. Today, it's nothing. Spotify, nothing. It's all empty. Well, except for the greats. I'm trying to think of the greatest producers that are alive. That has to be Dr. Dre, Kanye West, Bob Ezrin. I'm trying to think who was really I'm not gonna say Mustard. That's not a producer, dude. Anybody who uses Pro Tools and samples is not a producer. Anybody who uses expensive gear, expensive microphones, expensive monitors, expensive desks is not a producer. I'm sorry, DJ Khaled. You're not a producer, and please do not ever bring your air horn into my studio. Don't do it. Don't do that in my studio. Ears are sensitive. And you got this clown. I'm not going to say he's a clown. Well, he's a clown because he's blasting air horns, and that's just ridiculous. Jumping around, blasting air horns, screaming and yelling, "We the best, we the best." What the frick? This ain't a circus, dude. I don't care how good your tracks sound. This ain't no circus, man. Have some reverence, have some respect, and have some honor. And then maybe call yourself a producer. But you and those air horns gotta go. I'm just saying, man. You spend more time folding up your cardboard boxes, stuffing them into your compactor than you do making music. I know you do, because those speakers you got are 10 feet tall. You don't need that. Trying to think who's a good producer today. I know Kanye is. I know Drake, yeah, he's okay, but he's egocentric. He's egocentric. Who's a good producer? Whoever produces Taylor Swift, whoever produces Bruno Mars, whoever produces Lady Gaga, whoever produces Sabrina Carpenter, whoever produces Deep Purple, and we know who that is. Whoever produces Alice Cooper, and we know who that is too. So when I come back, I'm going to show you what I do, so you know who I am. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I'm happy to share it with you. We'll be right back.